Okay, 7, welcome to Plans and Views. Today we're going to be having a look at drawing objects from different angles, so from top views, from front views, and from right or left-hand views. So you need to be writing a heading at the top of your book, Plans and Views, and you need to be writing this definition in underneath it. So the definition says, an object can be viewed from many different angles. The front view, let's underline that in red pen when we're writing it as well. The front view or front elevation is what we see if we're standing directly in front of an object. The side view, again underlining that, or side elevation is what we see if we're standing directly to one side of the object. When we draw the side elevations, we can either do it from the left or from the right of an object. Finally, the top view, or bird's eye view, is what we see if we're hovering directly over the top of the object and looking down onto it. So it's as if we're hovering. I know you've probably heard an adult say that to you before, oh, it's a bird's eye view. All they're talking about, guys, is what it would look like to be hovering directly over the top of an object. So we're going to be having a look at drawing the front view, the right view, and the top view for two different 3D shapes today. Now, I recommended at the end of last lesson to download Tap Blocks. Okay, you'll be doing some exercises later that you'll actually need Tap Blocks for. All Tap Blocks will help you do is it'll actually help you create models, 3D models of the drawings in order to help you answer the questions. You don't 100% need it, okay? You've still more than capable to do the exercises without it. It can just be a really handy, helpful tool. If you can't work out how to use it, that's fine. It's pretty straightforward. Just play around with it a bit and see if you can get to start creating some models. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Don't fret though if you can't get it to work. You can still do all the exercises. It's just there to be a support and to help you look at different views. So let's have a look at a few objects today. So the first object here, like I said, guys, it's like a cube object. So we have a top view, a front view, and a right view, and I've already drawn them for you. So you'll notice here when we're looking at the top view, let's just get rid of this circle Mr. Corsi drew around here. You'll notice the top view. This is like the bird's eye view. So if we're looking at the top, we can see this block here, and this block here. So our drawing would be 2 blocks down, as it is here, and 1 block across, because that's what we can see if we were hovering over the top. We'd see 2 blocks down and 2 blocks across. That's the bird's eye view. That's the top view. Now, if we look slightly differently and we look at the front view, if we're looking from the front, we're looking from this direction here. We would see this block here, and that block there, because we're looking directly front on. We wouldn't be able to see this or this. Can't see these guys, okay? Because we're looking directly front on, and they will be out of our view, out of our vision there. So, if we're looking front on, we should see 2 high and 1 across in that direction, guys. In that direction, if we're looking this way, we can see 1, 2, and 1 to the right-hand side. That's why I've drawn the front view like that. So that's the front view. Now, if you wanted to have a look at the right-hand side, okay, if we wanted to look at the right-hand view, we would be looking slightly differently. So we'd be going around this side, okay? This is the right-hand side. This is the left. This is the right-hand side from here. So I would see 1 block, 2 block, and 3 block. Okay, so I would see block here, and a block coming out in that direction, because I am looking at it from here and I see 2 blocks high and 1 block to the left. That's why I've drawn the right hand view like that. Now I'll be getting you guys to do some exercises in a minute that are just above this post, okay? Use Tap Blocks if you want to create the model. It's really easy to use. If you can't use Tap Blocks, you should still be able to do the exercise. The only reason I was recommending Tap Blocks is if you wanted to create models and make it a little easier for yourself. Now our next object here is a little bit different. It's not actually a cube, it's a slightly different shape. So when we're looking from the front, we're looking from this direction here, guys. We're looking at it from here. Now when we're looking straight on at an object, we can't actually see the curves. So when you're looking straight on at a curved object, you can't actually see that it curves around because you're looking directly at it. Hence why we've drawn the top view like this. I could see this. I can't go around the side, so I can't actually see that it curves around here. Can't see that, guys. We can only see that it actually just looks like a rectangle from the front view. So there, we can see this thin bar down the middle, and we can see the bottom. Okay, so it's down and then the bottom, just as I've drawn it over here. Okay, I mean, this is a bit of a dodgy job down here, but just as I've drawn it on the top, that's all we can see. We cannot see curvature or curved lines when you're looking at directly at a front view. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, the side view, because it is a curved object and it is the same, it's a circle, so it's symmetrical, it's going to look exactly the same from the right. So if we started looking from this side, it's going to look exactly the same as the front view as I've drawn it there. Where it is going to change is if I look at the top view. So if we're looking from this direction here instead, guys, if we're looking down onto the object, we're looking down here, it's going to look a little bit different. If we're hovering over the top, all we're going to see is that circle and the other little circle in between, just like we've drawn here. So this is a little bit of a different shape. Plane shapes and views, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw, in your books, these shapes. You can label these main shape, okay? And then I'd like you to draw this labeling it right view, this labeling it top view, this labeling it front view, and doing the same for the other cubes. So underneath that definition, I'd like you to be drawing the main shape and then the front, the top and the right view for both this shape and the shape on the previous screen. Once you've done that, guys, you can get started with the exercises.